Guys doing? I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's making time for peace in their busy lives. I know we all working like 40, 50, some people working 60, 70 hours a week. So I hope you take some time for yourself, because if you don't make time for yourself, nobody will. Nobody will. Keep going. Don't let nobody hate on you. Even if they hate, what's that gonna stop? You just keep going, right? You validate you. We're not looking for no validations, all right? Let me go ahead and fix my camera. Man, I'm excited about this video. I'm at peace. I just finished my meditation. Make sure you guys meditate. And that's actually a good introduction right there, meditation, because what I'm gonna be talking about today is how to be supernatural. My hat just fell. How to be supernatural. It's a book I read. It is a book by Dr.Joe Dispenza. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Dr. Joe Dispenza. He is phenomenal. He's a phenomenal author. He's a doctor. I believe he was also a chiropractor. And he got famous after one of the worst tragic moments that happened in his life. He had a cycling accident where a car hit him. And the car did not even know they hit him. So they kept on dragging him for a couple of feet before they realized, oh man, I think somebody's under the car. And that ended up being very bad, of course. But what happened was 6 vertebrae in his back were broken. And when those 6 vertebrae were broken, doctors told him he'll probably never ever walk again. And that's when he began his journey of healing with his mind. That's right, with his mind. He took out all negativity. He did not allow anyone to visit him other than the lady who has to kind of clean his diaper. But other than that, no one else was allowed to visit him, because, you know, a lot of people put a lot of negativity into your mind. So that's also a good lesson right there. Don't tell people what you're thinking. Don't tell people what you're planning, because how many times have you heard, don't tell a small mind a big dream? All they're gonna tell you is, you can't do that. You trying to do what, man? You heard, man, he trying to do, man, you ain't even, man. That's my imitation of haters. Man, how you gonna do that? Oh, man, they're just gonna hate on you, okay? Just continue doing you, and man, that sun is beaming, but it feels great. I love you, son. But yeah, so just make sure that you tell your dreams to the right people. So with that being said, let's begin our book review for How to Be Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. First thing I'm going to tell you, 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. This book has made me realize life is not as complicated as you think, guys. You don't work out, you don't get muscles. You don't go to work, you don't get money. I got a friend right now who's always talking about how broke he is. And I'd be like, yo, how many hours did you work? Oh, I didn't work. What? So what do you expect? Of course you don't have no money. Go to work. What are you talking about? So just make sure that you guys understand the simple things in life. You're tired in the morning, most likely you went to sleep late. It just is a fact. You probably were on your phone. Take responsibility. Take accountability, okay? So, the first thing that I want to talk about is meditation. You must meditate. Meditation is probably the most important skill you ever learn in your life. And people ask me all the time, how do you meditate? I set a timer on my phone for about 10, 20 minutes, depending on how I'm feeling, and I close my eyes. I sit crisscross applesauce and I close my eyes. Those are the only rules. Don't open your eyes. You're allowed to think about whatever you want to think about. I cannot control your mind. You do that. You think about whatever it is that you want to think about. And when that timer goes off, then you're allowed to open your eyes. And I promise you, if you do this every day, you will just have so much peace. The best explanation I heard of why meditation is important is if you go to, let's say, the bar or something and you talk to someone, the conversation might be very basic at first. Hi, how are you? But after 6 months of talking to the same person, the conversation gets very, very deep. And that's how meditation works. When you first start talking to yourself, it's gonna be basic. You're not gonna know how to talk to yourself. You're gonna say, hey, how are you? And you're gonna be like, why am I talking to myself like this? You're talking to yourself like that because you don't know who you are. And it's time to get to know you. And once you finally get to know you, then you'll be able to have inside jokes with yourself. You'll be able to love yourself on such a deep level where it doesn't matter what anyone says, you're just gonna be like, hey, that's not true, so it doesn't bother me. It's like someone saying, the sky is red, the sky is red. It doesn't really bother you because it's like, all right, let them talk, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Meditation. I hope I fully explained why meditation is important. I kind of knew meditation was important always. I've been meditating for a long time, but then I'm not gonna lie, I always stop. Life always stops me. Your mind always tells you, man, this is corny. I'm about to meditate, man. What am I doing, man? So your mind always stops you. But that's because I guess anything that's good for you will be challenging, or you'll be challenged to do it. Like going to the gym is great. Let's not act like it's the easiest thing to get up and just go to the gym. So why don't you go every day then? It's hard. I get it. It is what it is. You get what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. Same thing with vegetables. Great for you. We're always like, I don't know. I don't want to eat it. You get why? I don't know. We're just like this. But give us some Coca-Cola. We're like, oh yeah. Give us some liquor. Oh yeah. Give us some weed. Oh yeah. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. It's so weird. So just know you're going to have to fight for your peace. So I've always known meditation is important, but I'm not gonna lie. I loved seeing the scientific way that Dr. Joe Dispenza explained it, and how he puts CAT scans on people's brains, and he's able to see and give us the information how oxytocin is going up, how the dopamine levels are rising. We all know that's a big problem we're dealing with. We're all dopamine addicts. We have to open up TikTok. We have to open up Instagram. We have to open up our phones. This morning I woke up and my body is literally telling me, yo, check your phone, check your text messages, who called you? And I'm like, no. I literally ran downstairs and I'm like, nah, I'm about to make some eggs. And I did not check my phone for about an hour. And I felt so at peace, but like, it's not that important. You get what I'm saying? But that dopamine fix like needs to be gotten. So we're just so addicted nowadays. So that's the first lesson, meditation. Make sure you meditate. If you're not going to meditate, please just stop watching this video and just go ahead and do whatever it is that you do. But I'm telling you right now, meditation is so important. And then next, I would say, get familiar with the spaces in your body. One thing How to Be Supernatural does is it makes you understand that there are spaces in between your body. And so you have your back and then you have your front. Now imagine the middle of it. So close your eyes and imagine the middle. And that's how you transfer the energy up, because the energy has to go through that middle space in your body. And what you do is, it sounds funny, but we're very mature here, so we can have deep conversations. It's called your perineum. I don't like using big words because I like explaining things to children. Of course, I have a very good vocabulary and vernacular, but I like explaining things to where everyone can understand. And I believe that if you can't explain something to a 5-year-old, then you don't truly know it. So what your perineum is, it's just where you pee from. It's where you use the bathroom. And what you do is you squeeze that muscle like you're holding your pee, and you let that energy go up with a deep breath. So you squeeze the muscle, and then you contract your abs, squeeze your abs, and then you just breathe in through the spaces, and you visualize that energy going up. And in the book, Dr. Joe Dispenza said how he had a lot of critics who told him, I don't feel any energy going up. And his rebuttal to that was, well, you also don't feel your left ear, but it's there, isn't it? I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel it, but I'm just looking at it. You get what I'm saying? It's just there. I don't feel my nose. It's just there. You get what I'm saying? So you just have to trust that you're doing the right thing and the energy is working. And that's what spirituality is all about. It's all about faith. I mean, I can't see God, but I know he's there. You get what I'm saying? So that's the second lesson. Get familiar with the spaces in between in your body, your back and your front, and work with that middle, and you squeeze your perineum, you contract your abs, and you breathe in. And that's how that energy gets transferred up to your higher chakras, and your higher chakras know how to deal with this energy a lot better than your lower chakras does. Because your lower chakra is for like reproduction, it's for survival, it's for anything basic, like basically like an animal lives, the instincts, those kinds of things. But we're humans, we can reason and we can think a lot deeper. And on to number 3, gratitude. How to Be Supernatural does a very good job of explaining what gratitude does. And what gratitude does is it puts you in a state of receiving. What do people say when they're gratuitous? Thank you. Why are you saying thank you? You've clearly gotten something. You've clearly understood something. You're getting a gift, or you're having a deep understanding of something. So when you say thank you, it automatically puts you in a receiving state. And a lot of us don't say thank you. And a lot of us also get offended when we do something for someone and they don't say thank you. That's pretty much a sure way to not have someone help you, is not say thank you. How many times have we seen skits like, oh, when you hold the door for someone and they don't say thank you? Because that affects all of us. We're like, you get what I'm saying? We would, not only do we like giving, but we also like being appreciated. So you're going to have to appreciate. The universe will give you everything you desire, but you are going to have to say thank you. So make a list. As soon as you wake up, instead of grabbing your phone like I was talking about, how about before your feet touch the ground, you say 5 things that you are thankful for. And if you can't think of anything to be thankful for, stop watching this video right now, because you have deeper issues. You just have to be thankful. How about you having a phone to be able to even see this video? How about you being able to have internet? How about you being able to access free water every day? How about you being able to breathe? Your hearing. When's the last time you've thanked yourself for your hearing? This stuff is gonna sound funny, I get it, but wait until you lose your hearing. And then you're gonna be like, damn, I didn't even thank my ears. Oh my God, my ears were so important. Like, don't wait for something to happen to appreciate it. And that's one thing we do. We wait for an accident. We wait till we're injured. And then we're like, oh my God, health is the only thing that was important in my life. I can't believe I took it for granted. Don't wait for something to happen to be thankful. Be thankful now. So start writing down things that you are thankful for. 5 things right now. Honestly, if you can pause this video and write down 5 things you're thankful for and come back, that would be great. That would be great. Just look at what it does for your spirit. You understand what I'm saying? So go ahead and pause the video. Write 5 things you're thankful for. I already know you're making excuses. I don't have a pen. I don't have a notepad. You're using a phone right now. Go in your notes. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's not that hard. Just be thankful, okay? All right. Now that you've written down 5 things you're thankful for, we can move on to the last lesson that this book has taught me. And when I say last lesson, I promise you there's literally 20 more. But this video would be 8 hours if I said everything How to Be Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza has taught me. So I don't want the video to be too long, and also I don't want to spoil the book for you guys, because I know a lot of people will watch my videos and then say, oh, that sounds like an interesting book, let me go check it out. But if I told you everything, then the book is not going to be as entertaining or as knowledgeable as it could be for you, because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, okay? But last but not least, the last thing that I'm going to tell you about this book, the last lesson, is reprogram your mind. Now, I know you're going to wonder, how can we reprogram our mind? Well, the first thing you're going to do is use affirmations. But you're not going to use affirmations when you're awake. Don't get me wrong, those will help. Those will be good. But using affirmations while you're awake does not work as best as when you're asleep, because your analytical mind is very combative. We are argumentative. So if we're listening to affirmations, or we're doing affirmations on our own, and let's say I say, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, your brain is going to combat it, and your brain will say, you're not happy. If you were happy, you would have done this. If you were happy, you would have forgave that guy. If you were happy, you would have forgave that person. So you're going to have to learn how to let go and don't hold any grudges, okay? That's what is going to, it's going to make your mind combat these thoughts. But because we've been through so much, we've been through so much trauma, we've been through so much pain, we've been through whatever we've been through that harms us, so it's going to affect us. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to catch your mind when it's at its most vulnerable state. You are going to have to catch your mind when it is asleep. Yeah, that's right. When you are asleep, because your analytical mind finally gets a break to turn off and chill, but your subconscious mind is always up. So When you're listening to affirmations while you're asleep, for example, I'm happy, it seeps right in to your subconscious mind, and your conscious mind never had a chance to defend itself against your happy. Because when you're awake, your brain will say, no, you're not happy. You're holding a grudge. You're not happy. You're not forgiving that person. You're not happy. You're doing this. You're doing that. You would have done this. So when you're asleep, it goes straight into your subconscious mind. And you wake up and your brain is like, man, I feel great. Wow, I feel so good. I don't know what you did, but keep doing that. And that's because it went straight into your subconscious mind. But now let's do vice versa. Let's flip it and let's talk about what happens when people fall asleep with the TV on. Let's talk about when people are listening to all of this junk music, or when people are listening to the news and all that negativity is seeping straight into your subconscious mind, and your mind feels betrayed because your mind wakes up with all this negativity and it's so negative, and it's like, why am I negative? I'm normally good at combating negativity. And then your brain will realize, oh wow, really? You betrayed me. I can't even sleep? You're really gonna make my brain pick up negativity while I'm asleep? At least when I'm awake, I can defend you. Your brain wants to help you. So now what ends up happening is your brain ends up betraying you because you betrayed it. But if you are going to do this, just make sure that you add positivity. Because if you're adding positivity, your brain won't mind. It'll be like, yo, I don't know what you're doing, but hey, keep doing that. Like, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So that is the last lesson, okay? Reprogram your mind when you're asleep. Listen to affirmations. There is many affirmations you can listen to. If you have YouTube Premium like me, I just have it playing all night. My favorite affirmations YouTuber, her name is Jessica Heslop. I hope she sees this video one day because her affirmations are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I listen to her self-love affirmations. I listen to her self-forgiveness affirmations, child trauma affirmations. She just has so many attract money affirmations. It doesn't matter. You do whatever it is that you want to do, but reprogram your mind, okay? So those are the lessons right there that I learned from Dr. Joe Dispenza's book. I can give you a lot more, trust me. I just don't want to spoil it. And I hope people enjoy reading and gaining knowledge as much as I do. If you're on this channel, then we probably have the same types of thoughts and have the same type of curiosity about the universe. But that's it for today. Stay well. How to Be Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Check it out. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm reading 2 books right now and I'm getting ready to do videos on those, but I'm still learning the lessons from those books. And it's always a pleasure. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay positive. Be kind to yourself. Don't let anybody hate on you. And even if they do, what's that gonna stop? Nothing. You'll just keep going because you validate you. Peace.